In 1911, Edison's phonograph division started transitioning towards all 4-minute machines, phasing out the 2-minute cylinders and going exclusively to machines that would play first the earlier 4-minute Amberol wax cylinders, and later he introduced, of course, in 1912, the celluloid Blue Amberol cylinders. So you can find all sorts of combinations on these standard machines, and this one happens to be an Edison Standard E, which originally came with a large carrier arm and that was slanted to accommodate a Model N reproducer. But this particular E, and I checked the sticker on the bottom, came out in late 1912 when Edison's 4-minute Blue Amberols were being introduced. So this one actually has a different options package on it, in that it has a large carrier arm with a fairly rare Model O reproducer, which was usually found only on the Alvas and the Balmorals and the Triumph E machines, among others. But here I find it on this standard Model E. So I'm going to play you something now, and of course, as you can see, this reproducer O is fitted in the horizontal direction. But of course, the Model E only came with one option, and that was a straight 10-panel Blue Morning Glory horn with chrysanthemums. And this one is no exception. But in this particular case, this one has 11 pedals. So again, something unusual. So let me play something for you here from right around the time that they started issuing these 4-minute Blue Amberol cylinders. And this is a beautiful poem called "The Blue and the Gray," all about all about Memorial Day and how Memorial Day came into existence. So let me play that for you now. This is by Harry Humphrey.
The beautiful ceremonial, which is observed in most of the states on May 30th of each year, had its origin in the South before the close of the Civil War. In that section it is known as Memorial Day, and in the North as Decoration Day. With each returning spring, the Southern women strewed flowers upon the graves of those who had fallen in battle. In 1868, General John A. Logan, then Commander-in-Chief of the Grand Army of the Republic, issued an order fixing May 30th of that year for decorating the graves of the Union dead with flowers. Since then, the custom has been reverently observed, while a similar loving tribute is paid in the South to those who gave up their lives for that which they believed was right. One day, while a number of Confederate women were thus engaged in the New Orleans cemetery, they crossed to the graves of the Union dead and placed flowers upon them. This touching and noble act inspired the late Judge Francis M. Finch of New York to write his beautiful poem, "The Blue and the Gray." By the flow of the inland river whence the fleets of iron have fled, where the blades of the grave grass quiver, asleep are the ranks of the dead. Under the sod and the dew, waiting the judgment day. Under the one, the blue. Under the other, the gray. These in the robings of glory, those in the gloom of defeat, all with the battle blood gory in the dusk of eternity meet. Under the sod and the dew, waiting the judgment day. Under the laurel, the blue. Under silence of sorrowful hours the desolate mourners go, lovingly laden with flowers alike for the friend and the foe. Under the sod and the dew, waiting the judgment day. Under the roses, the blue. Under the lilies, the gray. So with an equal splendor the morning sun rays fall, with a touch impartially tender on the blossoms, blooming for all. Under the sod and the dew, waiting the judgment day. Broidered with gold, the blue, mellowed with gold, the gray. So when the summer calleth on forest and field of grain, with an equal murmur falleth the cooling drip of the rain. Under the sod and the dew, waiting the judgment day. Wet with rain, the blue, wet with rain, the gray. Sadly, but not with upbraiding, the generous deed was done. In the storm of the years that are fading, no braver battle was won. Under the sod and the dew, waiting the judgment day. Under the blossoms, the blue. Under the garlands, the gray. No more shall the war cry sever, or the winding rivers be red. They banish our anger forever when they laurel the graves of our dead. Under the sod and the dew, waiting the judgment day. Love and tears for the blue, tears and love for the gray.
I hope you enjoyed that beautiful Memorial Day poem, written after the Civil War when the country was healing its wounds and looking to bring the country together. That was The Blue and the Gray, recited by Harry Humphrey. I believe that cylinder was from right around 1912 and 1913. I'll look it up for you and post the correct date when I post this video. Played on the Edison Model E standard phonograph with an O reproducer.